Hello ladies and gentlemen, everything in between, welcome to Kismet's Corner. I'm Kismet. Today we're going to be looking at my EDC, which stands for Everyday Carry. So, what Everyday Carry revolves around is the stuff that you carry with you every day. I have a pretty, a lot of guys change out their EDC pretty frequently, but for the most part, what I do kind of stays the same. And I've got a system that I really enjoy. So let's start going into the components of my EDC. The main piece of gear that allows me to carry other gear comfortably, besides a good belt, the belt that I use is the Next belt. It's a ratcheting belt, which is really neat. It's really stiff. It's like a gun belt, sort of, but it ratchets. It has like micro adjustments that you can like cinch it up or release it depending on what you're doing. It's really nice. Anyway, the other piece of kit that allows me to carry other pieces comfortably is this. This is the TaleofKnives, I forget what it's called, but it is a holster that you can put on your belt. You weave your belt through that, and you have the you put a belt loop in between here, so belt goes through here, and then it goes through a loop, and then it goes through this end and another loop, so it can't slide around too much. It has a key clip. This one I think is a left-handed version, but I carry it on my right side so that when I have my keys, it can clip here and dangle into my back pocket, because I hate the jingle. So what goes in here is a knife, a pen, and a flashlight, and your keys. So the knife that I typically carry is this, a Spyderco smock that I acid etched myself. And I have a funny story about this. I'll go into it in more detail in its own video, but these are titanium scales that I acid anodized as well, and it's pretty unique. And it's got a Casey Lynch Northwest, I think, deep carry clip on it. That's very nice, titanium. I love this knife. Sometimes I switch the knife up, but that's usually what I've run because I like the blade shape, I like the flipper, I like the thumb, love Spyderco knives, and I love this reverse. It's not a button lock, it's a compression lock, sort of, but it's different. It's in reverse, I think. Anyway, very nice knife. My flashlight is the S2R Baton 2 by Olight. A very, very good flashlight. This was my first Olight product, and I'm hooked. Olight make great lights. I have a couple other ones. I have a Perrin 2 headlamp. I have an i5T EOS and an i3T EOS. All of those are fantastic lights. And then finally the pen. I love pens, but for this one, I just discovered that with a Schmidt Easy Flow 9000, this is the TI Arto or Ti Arto EDC by Big Idea Design. Cool thing about this is, depending on your refill, the pen can be longer or shorter. And with a Parker style refill, it can be really short. Almost too short for me to write with. I mean, I like having longer pens, but I mean, that's comfortable enough. I like it. And it fits in that one. TaleofKnives, this one specifically, the pen is captive. There are other ones that have a hole through, like for the flashlight. but for the pen. So for larger pens, it'll come out there. But this one is sealed. So then keys. These are my keys. Pretty minimal. I used to have a lot of stuff on here, but I've trimmed it down. So let's go through the components. They don't make this anymore, I don't think. This is the Trayvax Keton, Keyton. They don't make this anymore, I don't think. Trayvax is a wallet company that makes leather wallets. Well, not just leather, but you know, a bunch of materials, but they're kind of known for their leather work. Which this is a leather strap, and it works really well. It also has a hidden bottle opener I've never used, but you have to, it's kind of awkward. It's hidden in here, and you like rotate it out. I mean, in a pinch it would work. Anyway, so then this is the Prometheus Lights Beta QR quick release. You just pull, and this comes off. It is a AAA flashlight with 3 modes. You have, it's a twist light. So you have low, but you can barely see, medium, high. Very good light, little backup. I have a Star Wars Rebel, like remove from flight keychain tag. I have a Countycom glow fob. I have a Prometheus Lights, or just Prometheus, I guess, quick release. You pull it, and it's a physical connection rather than magnetic. Well, how this works is there's a coil spring in there, and then there's a post that the spring like expands, then contracts around this little ring. Very clever. And then this is a titanium key bar that I acid etched as well. Well, not acid etched, but anodized. Sorry. I love the key bar. Holds a lot of keys. No noise, which is great. And the keys flip out like any other key organizer. It's fantastic. So then, wallet. This is the Secrid, S-E-C-R-I-D mini wallet. You undo this, and it has that. And then this little lever, you flip it up, and your cards come out. It's very cool. I like this one because it can hold money. I typically like using paper money. I'm not much into digital, but cards are, you know, they're required sometimes. So this is a very good wallet. I've had it for several years. This is a keyback tether, and on it, I don't like touching doors. I've never have. I've always used my sleeve to open doors. Then I found this thing during COVID. This is a door opener tool by KeySmart. And so you hold it like this and you hook it around a door and pull. You can use this end to press buttons like elevator buttons. And so I just have this on a tether and hook it on the front of my belt. And it just hangs there whenever I need it. So then phone. This is an iPhone 7. I'm very behind on iPhones. It works just fine. I wish I had the 14, honestly, because the camera is amazing. But ain't nobody got $1,400 or whatever it costs. So the iPhone 7 works just fine. This case, I think, is a Spigen. Let me check. Doesn't say. I thought it would say on the inside. I'm pretty sure it's a Spigen, fake carbon fiber plastic. It's pretty cool. This is the Triple Aught Design TAD face mask. I got this a long time ago at the start of COVID. It's very well made. It takes filters. These are activated carbon filters. Works nicely. I don't like wearing masks, but sometimes they're required, and I hate the paper ones they give you. They're not comfortable. This one has a metal band here for your nose that you can pinch and fit to your face. It's got a stretchy fabric here for your chin. You can put these behind your ears, or it's got a around your head, like this goes on the back of your head, like a regular, like a big filter. And then what a lot of you are probably interested in are lighters. So typically I'll carry a Zippo of some kind, either butane or regular fluid. This one's empty. I gotta fill it. And a lot of you, the Zippo guys, will probably not like this, but a couple years before I really got into Zippos, I like Bic lighters, and I bought a mini Bic sleeve from Greece, the country Greece. And so this is an Old Navy branded mini Bic lighter holder made out of metal. It is so cool. It's one of my favorite objects, like physical machined objects. It just fits in your hand. There's little bumps for your fingers. It's just wonderful. I love this thing. So typically if I were to light, I don't smoke, but I like fire, of course. And I like Zippos just for the, well, lighters in general. But I'll light somebody's whatever with a Zippo. And if it's out of fluid, this is always ready to go. So going back to pens, I change out pens and a lot, and I'll typically carry a pocket protector. I usually wear like work shirts with the 2 breast pockets. I'll usually carry this pocket protector by CountyCon. It's a fantastic little protector, and I'll put stuff in there that I need to use for the day. So here are a handful, literal handful, of pens that I use frequently. So there's the Big Idea Design TI Arto EDC. This is the Prometheus Alpha Bamboo. This was initially was the Bamboo fountain pen, but I since have bought the regular Alpha tip, so it can use regular things, but I like the Mont Blanc fine liner, which is what I have in there now. Great pen. This is the Tactile Turn Side Click in titanium. Oh, I anodized this as well. Beautiful. I'll do most of these items, I'll do a separate video for each one. Same with this one, anodized, side click. You click that in, and then that releases your refill. In here I've got a Pilot High-Tech C refill. This is the manual pen by Mesmaglobe, I think. And how this works is, put these other ones down. How this works is it takes Fisher Space Pen cartridges, and it's machined out of solid brass. They have a titanium, or a steel version as well. So how this works is there's a cutout here, and that's the refill. And so you push that, pull it out, turn it around, and put that in, and you can write. And it's a Fisher Space Pen cartridge. When you're done, just do the reverse, put it in. No clip or anything. It comes with a leather slip with a clip on it. You can put on a notebook or your pocket or whatever. Parker Jarter. And here I've got the Schmidt Easy Flow 9000, my favorite Parker style refill. Great pen, relatively affordable at like 13 bucks. These are kind of expensive, but this one is great if you're on a budget and need a great pen. This will do the trick. This is a Fisher Space Pen Bullet, and it has a Fisher Space Pen refill in it. These are great. This is in brass, so it's real tiny. Turning around, you got a full-size pen. Love it. This is the Countycom Flight Suit pen. This is my new favorite. No clip. And how it works is you twist this, and the refill comes out. You unscrew it, refill goes back in. Schmidt Easy Flow 9000 in there. This is a Fellholter tie bolt. One of the best actions on a type bolt pen that I've ever seen. I have a, this is called the FAP cap bearing. You can spin that like a fidget spinner thing. I've got a Space Pen cartridge in here. One of the screws on this came with a, this is the DLC version, the diamond light coating, black coating. On that, how these work is you undo this and this whole this top assembly will come out. One of the screws broke off, so I've got to fix that somehow. This is the CW&T type, I think this is a type B or type C pen, I forget. Titanium Cerakote Pilot High-Tech C. Cool thing about this is it's such a tight fit that it's sort of pneumatic, or I don't know what you would call that, but listen. That's it creates like a vacuum and it pops. It's very cool. So if you put this in, it's kind of hard to show off on the camera. There you go. I'm not doing anything, that's gravity. Yeah, very cool. And the Rotring Rapid Pro with a Schmidt Easy Flow 9000. And finally, the Sharp Edge by Giaco whatever. It's a Sharpie holder. Anyway, so that's my EDC. Thanks for watching.